I want to see at the grassroots level success in hunting, harvesting mature animals, and I want to see poaching get cut back. So what I wanted to accomplish with what I was doing out here was to be able to demonstrate that someone with no knowledge of the area could come in for relatively low cost and establish a line of baits and be successful. And what I was doing was I was targeting areas where I could have a lot of topographic features converging. In this specific area, I have two major rivers that are converging. I have lots of high features, high ridge lines that are converging with the river valley itself. I have lots of roads, seismic lines, cut lines. It just blended itself to what I look for. So I came out here in April 3rd, and I had 20 proposed bait sites, and I narrowed it down to about 6 or 7 that I maintain on a regular basis now. I put about 25 to 30 kilometers on my boots a day throughout the course of April. And then once the clients started coming in, I obviously not everyone wants to put 30 kilometers on a pair of boots just to check out a bait site, but I started using the 4x4 at that point in time. I use popcorn because in order to help keep my costs low, if you don't have a pickup truck and you don't have a dedicated 4x4 or quads, you can throw a stove and a couple jugs of popcorn on your back with a steel 5-gallon pail, and you can march out to any location you want. Like your boots and your blisters are your limitations. The other part about popping the popcorn on site in each individual location is you might be in each individual location for 45 minutes at a time, so you're not going to be able to maintain 20 to 15 baits a day. But when you're spending so much time in the baits, a lot of times you're going to actually have bears come into the baits while you're baiting. They're going to be popping popcorn, and you're going to have to take a minute to chase away a bear that wants to have a first dibs on the popcorn that's still in the barrel. It's pretty interesting, it's pretty exciting, and it's pretty fun. The protein that I use is always I hang beavers. I get the beavers on Alberta Hunting Addicts. Joey Wolfman's an excellent resource there. Alberta Hunting Addicts is probably one of the only reasons why I'm able to have any success this year. The amount of resources that they've pulled together for me and the vast amounts of knowledge that exists there is incredible. Alberta Hunting Addicts is a Facebook forum, social page group that it's something that if you want to hunt bears, if you want to hunt period, you should be a part of that group, because you're going to pick up things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to pick up. There's a lot of knowledge there. I started this business as a way so that veterans would always have a place to go and sit around a fire, have a drink, and talk about times higher speed. In order to facilitate that, I also offer my services to civilians. I would love more than anything else to just have guys that want to get into hunting, have not ever been able to have success or haven't ever been able to have a family member that's been able to teach them stuff. I'd like to play that role.
Out of my peripherals on the left side, I see this bear coming in. I'm like, holy shit, that's a big bear. And then I'm trying to judge its size so it makes its way over to the barrels.
When it walked underneath you, how far away was it? Did it walk right immediately underneath the tree stand?
Oh, it was like directly under the tree stand, like under my feet. Like, what, 8 feet?
Yeah.
Less than that away? It was, yeah, it was crazy. I
passed through the rifle. I've never hung up a tree stand that's been that low before.
Yeah, so Sam passed me the rifle from the ground up to the tree. He was able to pass me that. And so I'm trying to judge about how big it is. And it's made its way over to the barrel now, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it's a pretty fair sized bear, it looks good, and it knocked over the barrel, and I was like, okay, yeah, to knock off the barrel, like that's a pretty big bear, and worked its way around a little bit and gave me a shot, and I took it and waited for Sam to show up in the truck, and I could see like it didn't drop more than 40 yards away. Sam came up and we checked the barrel, and yeah, he's a 6-footer for sure. What an experience. Definitely. That was awesome. And Sam Laforce and Laforce Outdoors made it all possible. It's awesome. What an experience. Definitely coming back.